Let me ask you, the CEO at Coinbase says that ultimately more regulatory scrutiny will be good for them. Do you agree?
Well, it depends how that regulatory scrutiny comes about. If you get clear rules of the road for these different crypto companies, that would bring greater institutional adoption. So institutions are in part sidelined from the space, waiting for that regulatory clarity, at least here in the United States. But that being said, you do have to take Brian Armstrong, the CEO's words, a little bit with a grain of salt, because if that regulation comes out too strict, it could impact some revenue verticals. You've seen that recently with staking, which Kraken had to withdraw, cease that business to U.S. users due to regulation. So there are some aspects of Coinbase's business that could be impacted negatively by increased regulation if it comes on too strict.
So even though sentiment does seem to be improving towards the sector, as we've seen so far this year, which, you'd hope by default should improve trading volumes at, companies like Coinbase, is it this regulatory uncertainty and lack of visibility that might hold people back from investing in a company like this?
Right now it is. So Coinbase had actually done a really good job of diversifying their revenue away from simply trading volumes. And two of the segments they were able to do that in was staking, and then this interest income that they can earn off a stablecoin called USDC. And they're really one of the only exchanges or brokerages out there that has a stablecoin consortium that they're in that they can monetize through interest income. Now, both of those segments, staking and this interest income vertical through stablecoins, have been recently in regulatory crosshairs. And so that segment, a lot of investors and the sell side was getting excited about, and now you're starting to think maybe there's a lid on that because of the regulatory uncertainty. So things were just ramping up and starting to look pretty good for the company, and now we have some of these recent regulatory headwinds that is dampening it a little bit.